This session is on object associations. So association basically represents the relationship between the classes. So we have already discussed one type of association, which is inheritance. So it is a relationship. Now we are going to discuss has a relationship. So objects can be associated with a has a relationship. So there are different types of association. We can say an object is having one-to-one relationship between the other object. So let's say we have a car object and engine object. So here each car has one engine. So this is a one-to-one relationship. We can have one-to-many relationship wherein which each department has many students. So here it is called as one to many. So each department object can contain many student objects. So this association is called one to many. There's one more association which is called many to many association. So here it is employee and a project. Let's say an employee works for many projects and every project is going to contain more employees. So it's kind of a bidirectional and it's containing many to many. There are many employees working in many projects basically. So you can have one more relationship which is many to one, which is kind of similar to one to many. So these are the types of relationship between the objects. We'll discuss about two forms of association here. So association basically means it is a has a relationship. In this we have two forms. One is the aggregation, the other one is composition. Aggregation represents a weaker association. We'll see what is weaker association. Again, aggregation represents has a relationship between two objects, like a car and a engine, department and a student, like that. So the main difference between aggregation and composition is aggregation, the child object or the object which is having a has a relationship can exist without the parent object. Even if you destroy the parent object, the child can still exist because they are not strongly associated. This object and the other object are weakly associated. So some examples of aggregation you can say is college and the student. So college has students, person has address. So if the person object is destroyed, still the address can be there. Similarly, you have a college and students. If the college is closed, still the student is a student. He can even go to their college. So that means they are having a weaker association between them. Even if the parent object is destroyed, the child can live. Let's see composition. Composition basically represents a stronger association. So here we say it's a kind of a part of. It represents, it also has a relationship, but it is more like a part of relationship. Here, child cannot exist without the parent. So some examples are folder and a file. So if you delete a folder, all the files inside the folder will be gone. So they have a stronger association. So that association is called as a composition. And then we have college and department. So if a college is closed, there may not be any department, right? So there cannot department existing without college. Similarly, windows and tabs. If I close a window, Explorer window, all the tabs will be closed. The tabs cannot live without windows. So these are all kind of some examples of a composition relationship. Let's see, how these relationships can be coded in Java. First, we will talk about aggregation relationship. So let's say we have a class called person, which has name and address. The address is represented as 5 strings here. So we have another class called student. Student is having name, roll number, and address. Again, address is represented as address 1, address 2, city, state, and zip code. Now, instead of having these 5 variables, I can make it as an address object. So basically, I can bring in all the address 1, address 2, city, state, zip code into a separate class called address, and make this person class to have refer to this class. So person class is now going to have string name and address. So now what is the relationship between person and address is person has a address. The same address object can be reused with the student as well. So you can have string name, integer roll number, address. So the same address object can be used by two other objects. So it is kind of a has a relationship. Person has an address, student has an address. Now, if I want to create an object for this, how it's going to work is person P is equal to new person of, and then I'm assigning a name for the person object, and I create an address object. As you see, address A is equal to new address. So I create a separate object like address. I create a separate object person. I create a separate object address. Now what I do is I interlink this person and address by saying P dot address equal to A, where A is nothing but the address object that I've created. So this is called aggregation. Let's see this in a kind of memory allocation, how it works to better understand this. So this is our program from the last slide, and let's see how the heap memory is going to be allocated for this. So the first thing is person P is equal to new person of, right? So a person object will be created in heap, and we say P dot name is equal to Bob. So the name instance variable will be assigned as Bob here. The address variable will be null because we have not made any address object till yet actually. Now what we do is we create the next line is address A is equal to new address of. That means it is going to create a new address object. So the location is 5000 and it populates all the instance variable like A dot address 1 is equal to 1 Main Street and city and street and zip code. Everything is getting populated. Now these two addresses like the 4000 and 5000, these two reference variable will be stored in P and A, where P is pointing to a person object and A is pointing to an address object. P is kind of holding the reference to the object, and A is also holding the reference to the address object. Now what we do is the last step is P dot address equal to A. That means from the person object we are referring to the address object. So what we do is we copy the 5000 where the address object is living into the person object instance variable called address. Here we are having a relationship between the person and the address object. Here the person is having a address object. So the aggregation relationship, how it is going to come is like if I say I'm going to destroy the person object, let's say I'm killing the person object, I say P is equal to null. That means still the address object lives and I have a way to access the address object. Since I'm still having the A reference, even if I make P is equal to null, I will be still able to refer the address object using the A reference. So that is representing a weaker association, which is the aggregation relationship. Let's see an example for the composition relationship. Let's take an employee object. The employee object is having employee ID, name, and one more thing called compensation object. So the difference between the previous and this one is there I created address there, but I have not created an object there. But here what I am doing is the compensation object is created inside the employee class itself, not outside when you create the main method, where you are trying to create an employee object. You try to create a different compensation object and then associate it together. Not we are not doing like that. What we are doing here is we are making the compensation object as a created inside the employee object, and we put it as a final. We'll talk about final in a later session, but final means it cannot be changed. That is the meaning of final here. Okay, so now the compensation objects will look like this. It is just having two variables, base salary and bonus percent. So employee has a compensation. That is the relationship we are having it here. Now the main method, what we are trying to do is employee is equal to new employee of. So when I say employee is equal to new employee of, what is going to happen? An employee object will be created. Not only the employee object is going to be created, a compensation object also will be created, because inside the employee object we are saying compensation is equal to new compensation of. So that is created, and what will happen is when you create an employee object, it's already pointing to the compensation object. Now if I say e.employee id equal to 101, that will basically you have a reference only to the employee object, and then with that reference you are going to populate the employee id and name. And if at all you wanted to access the compensation object and populate the base salary, you have to do like this: e.compensation.base salary equal to 2000 and bonus percent equal to 10. So that's how it gets populated. Now if I destroy the employee object, say e is equal to null, what will happen is it is going to you will be losing the reference to the compensation object as well. That means the compensation object is also killed here. Like if you have no way to reach employee object, then you cannot reach the compensation object as well. Okay, let's see this in Eclipse by writing few programs. So the first program will be for aggregation. Okay, let me put it in a new package called as association. So we start by creating a person class. So the person class is going to have name and then address. So I have not created the address class yet, so you have to create one more. So I'm just saying create a class address. That's fine, it can reside in associations. So say finish. So address class is created, and in the address class you can type like string address 1, string address 2, string city, string state, and string zip. So I created some instance variable for the address class. Now I have a person class and I have a address class, and person is having has a relationship to the address class. Now if I want to create a test class for this, I want to create the person and address object. I can simply go ahead and do that by creating a class person test, and in this I can have a main method. So here I create a person object, and I create one okay, I'm assigning the name. Let's make it as bar, and I create a address object. So create address A is equals new address object. Now I can assign the values. So I can say city, state, and then I can assign some zip code. Okay. So I have created a person object as well as address object. Now I need to link the person and address object, right? So I can say p dot name, we have already done. We have to say p dot address equals this address object. So I put it as a here, like that. We have linked the two here. So if I now try to access p dot address and give me the city, I will be able to get it. So if I run this program, I should be able to get the city, because I'm trying to access the person object. From the person object, I'm trying to access its address instance variable. Like I try to access the person instance address instance variable, which is again holding the address object. Since we have made p dot address equal to a, I will be able to access the city from by using p dot address dot city. Now what will happen if I give p equals null? That means I'm killing the person object. If I do this, if I try to access by this, I will not be able to. If I try to access by this, I will not be able to. I'm going to get an exception here saying null pointer exception, because I don't have a class. I don't have p. I have already killed p. That means I cannot go and access any of its instance variable. So I am losing in turn address here. But still, I don't have access way to access from the parent, but I still have this a here. So I can still go ahead and do, instead of p dot address dot city, I can simply say a dot city, because I have a reference for address. It is not totally killed, right? So I have an address reference here, from which I can access it. So that means the child is still there even though I destroy the parent. So this is what you call it as aggregation relationship. Now let's move on to the next relationship type, which is the compensation relationship. So let's create an employee object. And this employee object may contain again string name, string employee ID. Then I want to create one more object called compensation, employee compensation. So I can put it as salary, but I just wanted to create it as compensation object, a separate class, so that I can maintain not only the base salary, I can maintain other parameters like bonus or any other things I want to represent it. So compensation comp is equals new compensation op. So here, since it is a final variable, I wanted to create the object here itself within the employee class, not with the main method. So let me save this. Now I'm going to get an error because there is no class. I have had it as compensation. So let's create this class. So it says to create this class. Say finish. Now I have two things, double base salary, then double bonus. So this is the new class. So here employee has a compensation again, but they are tightly coupled because when I create an employee object, the compensation object will also be getting created. So let's test this by creating a test class. I'm going to have employee test. So here I make employee is equals new employee of. So I just created the employee object, which means it basically internally creates the compensation object. So I cannot change, let's say I create a compensation object. Compensation C is equals new compensation. I created a new compensation object just like how we did for address. Now I try to assign E dot compensation equals C. This is how I did for in the employee class. Now I cannot do this because this compensation variable was a final variable, so it can be assigned only once. So I cannot do this here because the e.comp was already assigned to a value and I cannot change that. So which means that employee and compensation has been kind of tightly coupled with each other. So this I cannot do this. So even though I create a compensation object, I cannot link it to the employee object because that object has been already created and linked. So now you can do e.name, make it as bar, and you can say employee ID. I think I made it a string. Okay. And then you don't need to create compensation object because it's already done when you create the employee object itself. And what you can do is you can simply say access the compensation object and update the base salary like this. So that is the composition relationship. I hope you got it what is aggregation and composition with the help of demonstrating with the Java code.